So, giving you an update now on the lawn and how it looks after we did the verticutting, which was a little more aggressive than perhaps it should have been. I mean, on the whole, it doesn't actually look too bad, but it's only when you get on top of it, you can see the stress marks. Okay, still a bit brown in places, but it will come back. Now, what we did last time, we mowed it, we verticut it, we mowed it again, and we put some of my emerald green on. All I'm going to do today, because we're in a heat wave, I'm going to mow on a highish setting, so setting number 3, and I'll tell you what height that is in a moment. And then we're going to talk about what you can do over the next month or so with regards to your lawn. Oh yeah, it's coming good, and it's almost back to where it needs to be. All we've put on since we vertical is a bit of emerald green, but there's a few more bits I want to get on, and I do want to talk to you about what to do, because you want to look after your lawn. So the obvious thing, which everybody knows, is watering. People stress about how much. Now, anywhere between 1 and 2 inches a week is fine. 1 inch under normal conditions, more when it's hot, okay? And if you're not sure, put a tuna can that's empty in the area where your sprinkler goes and just see how long it takes to fill. You might be surprised. I usually find that a deep soak-in with the sprinkler for 20 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week, is typically enough. So whatever area that your sprinkler covers, 20 minutes of that is usually about enough. Now, you want to be doing that either early morning or early evening. Early morning being the better of the two. You don't want to be doing it late in the evening. I know some people say do it when the sun's not there. Yes, logically that makes sense because some of it will evaporate. But if you do it late at night, it's hot, it's humid, and with the moisture that you're putting down, it's going to add a lot of humidity to it, which is going to increase the levels of disease in your lawn. And then you've got to do other things. So that's the first thing really, is to keep up with your watering. Now, I'm often asked, how high should your grass be cut? Well, in general, a little bit of length will help because it provides a little bit of shade. Now, I wouldn't stress too much. Now, I'm on number 3, okay? Now, I don't know exactly what that is. I think it's between 40 and 50 mil. Someone did tell me once, but I don't stress over it. Now, I've got this Artemis grass gauge here, and you just put it down, okay, wherever. You just put it in the ground, and you go over it, and you can see exactly where we're at. I don't know if you can see that, but it's saying 40 mil. And these are handy little things if you're not too sure. So how often should you be mowing? Well, if you are watering regular, then mow regular. But cut on this higher setting and just keep taking the tops off. If you mow 3 times a week, very little is being cut off. Just a tiny bit off the top of the blades of grass comes off. And you're leaving all the energy that's stored in that blade of grass within the blade of grass. So the grass is in better health. If you scalp it, it's stressing the plant. You're adding to the stress levels. So as long as you're watering, continue to mow on a regular basis. Now, if you can't water as much as you'd like, for whatever reason, then just leave your grass on a high setting and just try and go over maybe once a week, every now and again. But try and give a little bit of water every now and again. What you can do, you really want to be careful with your watering requirements. There's a few things you can do. You can take your shower water. Now, I've done a video on this. Put a bucket in the shower, turn your shower on. Usually takes a minute for it to warm up, and in that minute you've filled a bucket. That water is just wasted. It's just wasted. Now, you can do the same with your bath water. The soaps that are in them shouldn't cause too many major issues. So if you want to save some of your water, you can save water that way. And you can just go over with a watering can. But if you've got a pump system set up, which goes into a water boat, you can just take the water out of there. And the other thing you can do is put a wetting agent on I have my own, it's called Emerald Green, it's available on my website, and it helps to hold water around the roots, which just helps the grass survive throughout the summer heat. And also it helps because you don't have to water quite as often, so it's very beneficial to add a wetting agent to your lawn. Now, Emerald Green is not just a wetting agent, it's got other products in with it which help with the health and the stress of the plant to keep it in a good all-round condition. So we've got my Emerald Green. I'm just going to have a splash of Proclean Iron Sulfate. I know how much it is, it's about half a cupful for my lawn. And that'll just give a good enhancing of the green colour. And then a little special something else. Just something I'm testing. And then we just mix it up and apply. So what you want to do is just give it a very brief watering in across the whole lawn and then give it a good soaking in. It's just to wash it off of the leaf, off the blade of grass and into the soil, so there's not so much in the way of evaporation. So just that initial once over. And then we can get set up with the sprinkler. So it's all about keeping the grass healthy because it's going to be really, really hot. Okay, this will help so you don't have to water as much, because some people are conscious about how much they water, which is understandable. Some people are on water meters, which is understandable. If you're on sandy soil, you've got an even harder job than people on clay soil. Now, if you are on sandy soil and you do no watering at all, it's going to turn white, brown, really go dry, but there's always a chance that parts of it will die off and it'll go a little thin and patchy in places. And it does that because part of it dies back. And it's actually called dieback, okay? So even if you just gave some water, it'll still go brown, but it'll stop the worst from happening. It'll stop the worst of the dieback. And so it's important to be able to get some on. Now, if you put a wetting agent on, a little bit of seaweed, which I've put on, so I put my Emerald Green on, I put some seaweed on, and just a little bit of something else, what I'm just trying. And yeah. And if you can just water it as much as you can. So we'll get the sprinkler on. So what this is doing, it means that when I water now 2 or 3 times a week for longer, the water hangs around the roots and it's helping it out in such a massive way. So we're going to give it a really good soaking now. It is early evening, it's about 4 p.m, so it's not too bad. Right, we'll just leave that to water in now. So if you have any questions, just leave them down below. Okay, I'm here to help you with your lawn. So this is what I'm here for now. So when you've got any questions about this, just leave them down below and I'll do my best to answer. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up. Press that subscribe button just down there, because that helps YouTube share my video to more and more people so they too can enjoy a nicer, greener lawn. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.